So the big question is this. How entrepreneurs like us who have been breaking with old beliefs, like the idea of holding a 9-to-5 job and living paycheck to paycheck, taking a lifetime to reach business and life success as the only option we have? How do we grow our business in a way that lets us highly service our customers, getting our products and services and the things that we believe in out into the world without diluting our life but enhancing it and taking the journey of internal and external growth? That is the question, and this podcast will give you the answer. Your host is Marina Simon, and welcome to 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again.
Oh my God. Guys, it has been so funny. I've been trying to do this podcast, not joke, 3-4 times. Every time I start or I'm almost about to finish, somebody rings at the phone or somebody knocks at the room. You know, I'm on quarantine because I've been traveling around. So they've been taking a very good care of me, but the amount of interruption is just amazing. So I wanted to take the opportunity to shout out to beautiful Belgium. Belgium, you've been an outstanding audience. Thank you for listening. I'm very honored. And at the same time, I want you to communicate to me anything that you would like change, anything that you like, anything that you dislike. I'm totally wanting to hear from you. And that you can write me at Marina Simon Brands or brand.com. You'll listen to exact email. I'm sorry on the last part of the podcast, but otherwise I have a second email where you can use. It is Simon Marina 69 at gmail.com. Again, Simon Marina 69 at gmail.com. I would love to hear from you, your comments, your likes, your dislikes. Truly, this program is for you, and I want to make sure I deliver. I want to make sure I add value to your day, even if it's just for a nice time, to have a nice chill time. But at the end of the day, I always want to, add at least a little jewel that can, if you apply it, it can make a little difference in your life. So, here we go. Also, I want to do shouts out to Ireland, to the United Kingdom, to Germany, to Italy, to Austria, to Spain, to Turkey, to China, guys, to South Africa, the Philippines, New Zealand, Canada, of course the United States, Mexico, and Chile joined this week. So thank you so much, guys. Really honored you're listening. So I wanted to, I've been discussing a little bit on lists, right? Your entity list and the importance of it. So I want to do like a second part on what do you do once you have the list? Let's say that you have a list. What do you do with it? What about if it's a cold list, right? There's a campaigns that you can revive your list with, okay? And I'm going to give you a very simple way of warming up your list. It's funny because somebody gave an example, right, about what a list is like, and it just gave me so much reality of it. And I give you an example. When you have a list that you don't really use, right, that's like buying the nicest house in the neighborhood and slowly watching it. The weeds take over the yard, the pool turned green, the fences fall over, the shingles fall off. Shingles, if somebody knows, is like the little things that are on the top of the outside of the house on the top. I forgot the name of it. The interior become outdated and still thinking it will bring in top dollar, right? So you have your list, and we have the math rule that we already discussed, which is one entity per month will give you $1 a month. Okay. So if you don't use it, it's like it's falling apart. You're this amazing, nice house, right? So how do you warm up a list who have not heard from you in years or maybe months or whatever? You haven't been in communication with them. It's just sitting there, right? I don't care if your list is 8 people, 10 people, 30 people, 300 people, 3,000 people, 10,000 people, right? So here's the first thing that you're going to do. You're going to use them to create an email campaign. Okay, what are you going to do You're going to do a 3-day email campaign. Stay with me, right? On the first email, you're going to explain you're back, right? Second email is going to say, why are you so excited, right? And third email, what do you want to share with them? Okay? I'm going to go over each of them. So on the first email, I'm back. What are you going to share? Well, you're going to share what you've been up to. What have you been doing these days, right? Maybe you've been inside because of the China virus. Maybe you've been out of town. Maybe, what have you been up to? Let your audience know where, right? Be real. Where you've been, what you learned, how you and your business have grown or not grown, what has hit you on the crisis. Just be real, right? But keep the tone uplifted. Do not talk about apologies, explaining your absence, complaining, blaming somebody else. No. You want to keep it uplift. Okay, that's your first email. Now, in your second email, day 2, you're going to say, why are you so excited? Share what you're excited about. Maybe you're excited because you find something new for your business, or maybe you're excited because you had a newborn, or maybe you're excited because, it can be anything about your life. It not necessarily has to be about your business. The thing is, the first thing you need is to get in communication with your customer. That's it, guys. You're not selling your product, just getting in communication. Being able to be real again for your customer. So what else do you share this second day? Some of the experiences you had while you were away. Have you changed, right? Maybe something you fall down and, that make you realize something, or you have a near-death experience, like not really, but, hopefully not. But anything that has made you change your viewpoint, right? The experiences you've had. How this has or will affect your business. Now, what things do you do not say? Why you haven't been around, times you thought about writing, small talk, which doesn't really communicate, all that kind of stuff, you leave it out. You want to keep it uplifted, right? Why are you so excited, right? You're getting communication back with your customers, guys. Now, the third email, it is what do you want to share, right? And what do? You talk about how inspired you are about. Maybe you're about, about how you really should create your business in this different way, or your product, or how your product has saved people, or your service, right? What you've realized, what are your realizations about it? It goes to life too. What will be different this time, right? An invitation to join you in your journey. That's your third email, guys. You don't talk about intricate details, irrelevant timelines. You don't talk about things that really don't concern about. Just keep it light and uplifting and real. So if you realize up to now, we haven't talked about your product, have we? Interesting thing, right? This is the first email campaign, guys. It's just the purpose of this campaign is to get in communication with your customer. It was frozen, now starting to melt a little bit, right? So that is basically your follow-up email campaign. Okay, what do you do after those 3 emails, right? Now, what do I do, Marina? Well, I tell you what you're going to do. You're going to do a follow-up campaign, which is now, this is just a revival one, right? They were totally dead. Now you're going to warm them up. Now, how are you going to warm them up? There's a 6-day email campaign. Hold with me. It's only 9 emails you need to send, and I want you to test it. And I want to hear from you. So, now, when you finish with that first campaign, now you're going to start with another campaign, which is the part 2, right? So now, what are you going to talk about on those 6 days? The first day is, who are you, right? What do you do? The second day, the third day, how you do it. The fourth day, how you learn it, how you earn it, right? The 5th day, why do you do what you do? And the 6th day, how can you do it for them? Okay, I'm going to go in specifics right now on each of them. Okay, the first one is, who are you? First email for warm-up. Okay, so what are you all about? If you're a chiropractor, what are you all about, right? You're getting out of non-existence with that customer of yours, which you lose kind of a while ago. So what are you all about? You're a chiropractor, you're a doctor, you sell widgets in the internet. Who are you? Where did you come from? right? Where did you come up with this idea? Where you come from? Why are you here now doing what you do? Tell your story. People love to hear stories. They put their guards down. Now, why is it so important for you to do what you do? Maybe you took a profession. Tell them about it like you have never talked to them before, right? So that is your first day. Who are you? Okay, next day of this campaign. It is what you do. And here's what you're going to include on this email. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, first of all. Do not use technobabble, please, right? Oh, these technical terms. Not everybody is a doctor, not everybody is a dentist, not everybody is an IT person, etc. So explain it very simple. Then when did you came to realize this was a problem, right? Whatever the problem you're solving for your ideal customer. Now, did you happen upon or create the solution? Okay, how did it all happen? How did you create the solution to that problem you're trying to solve for them, right? Because normally what happens is you were your customer several years ago and you got yourself out of that. Now, when did you know this was what you were meant to do? How did you know this was your calling? How did you know you were supposed to, from being a relationships counselor to, I don't know, like a copywriter or an athlete or an artist? I've seen many times where successful business people become artists, guys. It's pretty beautiful. Okay, so that's your day 2. What you do, right? Tell them. Number 3, how you do it. What are you going to say on how you do it? Well, work out exactly. How exactly does that works, right? How did you figure this out? How did you knew how to do it, right? Whatever is it that you do. What did you start or stop doing to pursue this? What have you been doing in the way? It's about storytelling. Give an emotional reason that sets you apart from the rest. You get that? Emotional reason. People buy on emotion and justify it on logic. So give them an emotional reason why it sets you apart from the rest of the people. Okay, be creative, guys. That's day 3. Day 4. Okay, how you learn it. How did you learn what you do nowadays? Take me back to where your lives changed and you decide to learn this new ability to help others. Who were you before you knew this? What were you doing in life? As you were learning it, right? Going to this, like, take the journey with your client. And since then, right? What has happened then? You get me? Very simple, very creative. So, how you learn it, right? Now, day 5. Who do you do it for? Who's your customer? Who's the people you're serving? Now, tell me about someone you've helped, right? Tell them the story. God, my God, a person came with their mouth falling apart. It was painful. And tell them the story. You know, one story that's stuck within you. Just a different one. Now, what questions did they have? How did you know this will be a good fit, right? How did you know you were going to be able to help them? And what were the results? Share the success stories. They love hearing about that. It's all about being real, telling your story, and telling the success you had with it, right? Last one. How you can do it for them. This is your last day, day 6, right? So tell them your mission and what is your cause. Tell them details about how you serve your people, right? What is your road? What have you traveled with them and get them up and serve them better? Why you've created each step. Tell them about now what you do. Do you see what I'm talking about? It took 9 emails to revive your customer, guys. Until now, you talk about your product. Isn't it amazing? And I'm telling you, I want to give you an example of, people who have applied this. It's amazing the number of emails, percentage increase that got, or when the person applied these 9 email campaigns, because there's 2. There's a lady called Stacy, right? It says, we will email our list every once in a while. Sending regular emails keeps slipping to the back burner, right? Our open rates were about 10%, guys, 10%. We were investing in ads and marketing everywhere, but we're not using the list we had. Your own list. Then we start working, doing this emails campaign, 3 a week, right? From these 9 emails. And our open rates went up to 40%. That's crazy, isn't it? 4x. We start filling our monthly boost with hundreds of students, even though we weren't promoting it. It says February, we got crazy busy and stopped sending out the 3 emails per week. Our March boost was the smallest we had, and on April was also small. So stupid because they stopped the successful action. We started the emails back up and registration went up, even though we are not selling in those emails. That is so freaking key. You're not selling your product. Can you see that? You're talking to your client. You're resonating with your ideal customer. You're not selling. So I hope it works. I want you to make a little experiment. You don't lose anything. Put into application those 9 emails. Release to the podcast, these simple 9 emails, and create them. And I want to hear from you. Have an awesome day.
Thanks for joining us today on 10 Exit. Life and business as usual? Never again. We love always hearing from you. Please feel free to send Marina an email, marina@marinasimonbrand.com. Your input and comments are always welcome, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And if you like the podcast, you can always subscribe to it. Remember, the best way to predict the future is to create it.